Ooh. What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Claru.
And this is Dragonlance.
Hey.
Astral Dusk. Hey, the stream's working.
Yay!
Yo, we're live.
We're live.
Good.
We did it.
Welcome once more over to the Roleplay Relay YouTube channel. We're no longer over at Nerdynightly because fuck those guys.
Degrees of separation.
those guys.
Yeah.
Fuck Nerdy and fuck Nightly.
I want
Yeah.
to
Losers.
thank Nerdy and Clarus for welcoming us onto their platform, but after the success that we've had, it just seems like we were buoying that entire channel, and we needed to forge our own path. We needed to go off on our own.
Yeah.
Astral Dusk is simply too big. I feel like I'm making a really weird Critical Role Felicia Day joke here. But since I'm not the only person on the show, let's go around and introduce ourselves.
Hey, I'm Rob Russo.music on all platforms. Still playing Caligara Moonfire, the Sylvanesti High Half Elf.
For now.
Wow.
But only
You're
for
a
now.
High
half elf.
High half.
High half
Half
elf.
elf.
The marijuana
It's
is
off to work.
from.
Yeah, I feel like you're on drugs.
I'm blitzed the entire
You
time.
met
I'm
Undead Elf.
We have
So
some
much
edibles,
sense.
so.
You got necrotic juice in your mouth, and now you're like fucking tripping balls.
that
All
bag
of
of
this
jerky that I had this whole
happens
time was
in Caligara's
just weed.
imagination.
Yeah, didn't like that. Didn't like
Fucking
that.
stoned.
All right.
That's it.
Good.
Can I do my own intro without you interrupting?
You
I don't
took
know,
like
can
5
you? You
seconds
took
of
a
that.
very long break.
That was so long.
We're literally trying to shorten the length
Yeah.
of our episodes, and Brian's here like, my
Exactly.
intro is going to be a Shakespearean monologue.
Exactly. We said, and now on to Brian, and then I died of old age.
Brian playing Ban Leywind next.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
That's
appreciate
about all
it.
you need to know about him.
Yeah, nothing else.
Repelled.
Nothing else important. What's up? I'm Claris Polaris, and I'm playing Harvest, who's going through her alt girl phase.
Right.
Did you choose Harvest because it rhymes with Polaris?
It doesn't rhyme.
Does it, though?
I mean,
That's
enough.
poetic license, yeah.
Yeah, if you like.
You could be like Claris Harvest
squint
Polaris.
really hard.
Yeah.
Or
I like Claris Harvest. Claris Harvest Polaris is pretty good.
Or
Wow.
Harvest
that's-
Polaris.
It's your new middle name.
Fun fact, Harvest's full name is actually Claris Harvest Polaris. She just doesn't know it yet. Because she doesn't know where
Because
she's
she-
from.
Yeah, she came from this world, saw
Yes.
Star Wars.
Yes, she's like
She did see
mid,
Star Wars,
lukewarm on Star
I love
Wars.
that we've just decided that is true.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, fuck it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Hello, before people. How's it going? My name
missed
is
it.
Robin. There you go. It's nice, isn't it? Made up for your
We
slow
missed
one.
it.
Yeah.
My name is Robin Categorical on all things today. I'm playing Teller of the Astral Dusk, which is his full name now.
Of the Astral Dust.
Teller of the Astral Dusk.
Yeah.
Of the
Who's
Woodland
back?
Realm.
From London, how was your
Guess
homeland?
who's back?
Beautiful.
Good.
Great. Loved it. I had so many pasties.
You know that you're not faking being British, because only an actually British person would go to London and be like, this is beautiful.
I feel so cult.
Wow.
I feel like we
live in
architecture is
Toronto.
I hear it's significantly
yes,
more
yes.
cultured than Toronto.
That doesn't
But I would
say
never
much
go
about
to Toronto and be
Toronto.
like, wow, Toronto's beautiful.
No,
Yeah.
because Toronto isn't, but London really is.
You are not wrong.
Yeah, you know, that's... Yeah.
I mostly saw the convention center,
The
so I can't talk too much.
aquarium.
No.
The aquarium
No.
is nice. The zoo is very good.
In Toronto?
Yeah.
The
I have
Toronto Zoo is
a
actually one of the
Aquarium's
best.
fine.
Is the zoo even
I have a
technically
membership.
based in
I was
Toronto?
being,
Oh, wow.
I was being a kidder.
This podcast is brought to you by the Toronto Aquarium. Don't go there.
If you buy the City Pass, the Toronto City Pass, you get like the Toronto tourist attractions, and one of them is a live show. Yes, because we're sponsored by it. That was the bit that I was doing.
yeah.
It took me too long to get
If
to
you
it.
get the city pass, you can come to my house and watch us play the
There's
Yeah.
a spot on
You
that
can be
bike.
part
There's a
of the
bike.
live
Can you
studio
imagine if
audience.
Yes.
we got like a grant, but they were like, all right, the government of Canada will pay for your artistic bullshit, but you do have to have a live studio
That'd be
audience.
dope. I'd
That
be
would be
super into
bonkers.
it.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
That'd be pretty
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. It's just all tourists, though.
I don't
People
want
who don't-
Torontonians
yeah.
in my house.
families and
No, nobody does.
No.
No.
Foreign people,
You
sure.
literally
Oh.
have two.
All right, if you're from Toronto.
Am I Torontonian right
I'm
now?
Toronto.
I'm technically not.
I've lived in Toronto
I was born
for
in
like
Toronto, but I don't
over
live there
10
now.
years. I think that counts.
Oh, yeah, at that point. Yeah. Anyway, this is a D&D show that is actually brought to you by something. Robin, do an ad read for MissyMountainGaming.com.
Hello, everyone. We are sponsored by Missy Man and Gaming. Missy Man and Gaming.
I get to do it now.
Only
I chose
online seller.
I chose the silicon dice to make noise, and I was like, they're not doing anything.
It's the magic. You're not used to it. You'll get used to it. It's okay. It is the only online retailer that exists ever. And you can buy all sorts of TTRPG and nerdy memorabilia there, such as dice, bags, other things.
Dice trays.
Bam! In my mind.
I thought you were going to say bags
If
again.
you're like, damn, I fucking love this ad read, go there and
Use code.
Nerdynightly 15. I had to get everyone
It's in the thing
into
down
it.
below, don't worry.
Yeah.
In case you want to hear us screaming.
One thing I do want to say, you can't see it. I don't know. I pulled this out to show you. You can't see it. They have new shattered glass. That's their new look. This is the Wendigo set. The shattered glass dice look real fucking good. And
They're sexy.
I just rolled a 5. So I missed.
Right down the middle.
Just pass that around.
Yeah, they're freaking stunning.
So go to MissyMountainGaming.com. Use the coupon code nerdynightly15. Robin, sorry, I threw that to you. You weren't here when I was like, I'm gonna start randomly making you all do ad reads.
No, I wasn't. It was
Without
exciting. It kept my
It
blood
was a
pressure up.
test to see if you watched the episodes.
That is.
I'm proud of you for jumping right
to
in.
the website right after this and getting some shattered
you
glass
played along.
dice.
Before we get into today, I did want to I'm going to throw to the teaser for Candela Obscura. Candela Obscura is our TTRPG horror actual play show, The Circle of the Emerald Veil, which we launched on Wednesday, starring Alicia Marie, Fariha, Victoria Shaz, Clarus, and of course I'm GMing because I'm a forever GM. Somebody please get me out from behind this table. I will show up on your show if you ask. I will do your actual play. Just somebody, please. I want to be a warlock so bad. Anyway, Candela Obscura is a great show. I'm very proud. I shouldn't say that. I'm in it. I edit it. I really do like all the labor on it. So I shouldn't compliment
Conflict
myself.
of interest,
but
yeah.
fuck that. I'm going to compliment myself.
Yeah, you
I did a
should.
damn good job,
Yeah.
and you should watch it. And so before we get into today, I'm going to show that teaser. But before we say that, Brian, Rob, Clarus, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And we'll be back after the Candela trailer runs right now.
That's how
Farewell.
they treat us.
Oh no! We just
I-
had a really good scene.
I
Fucking
unmuted the wrong thing. Take 2. You know what? You missed a great... The
it
best
was
part is,
so good.
they missed a great joke.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's true.
Wait, what is that guy's name? How did I fuck that up?
Have I heard of the name?
No. I think you have, actually.
Okay.
You know, Lidara... I don't know if you were there for that conversation with Lidara, actually.
Oh, there you go.
I should know that.
R.I.P.
Sorry, everyone. We were in it. Now I just feel like I've completely lost it. I think we should just cancel the show.
We got a name wrong. And it was
I
a
did. I
good
got a name
joke.
wrong.
It was a good
I
joke
did.
is the thing that sucks about it.
Okay, we're gonna reset here. We're just gonna like...
As we're
Oh
looking.
my god, is it in here? I don't even know.
How you all doing? It's so nice to see you all again. It's nice to be back in the room.
That's
love
so
it.
funny. I love that I already failed everything. This is the problem with going to an every 2-week system, is like what happens if you just forget how to do your job.
Yeah. And you
Okay,
fucked me up to
let's
cancel.
start over.
Okay.
Let's just edit to here for the podcast version. The last time you were at this table with me, you were going to bed, and you were taking the first watch. Lidara, the ghost, tied to Ispin's shield at your side, and you were hit by a silence spell, followed by a wisdom save that you failed, causing you to walk into the forest and black out. This led to you waking up in a cell. Rough hewn stone construction, underground, not man-made, built into. And across a hallway from you, you see the bars of another cell, inside containing your friend, who you believe to be dead, Becklin Uthviharin. She just looks up at you as you remember, saying, "Tell her it is you."
Filled with this like new energy upon seeing the like an old friend of Taylor's, like they go back like years, right? They used to adventure together.
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
Stands, grabs the bars of their cage. Becklin, I thought you were dead.
Yes, I believe that I was. They brought me here. It seems they need me for something. My body, but the person that they need me for is a spirit that can possess me, but I must be alive for some reason. I'm not quite sure I understand it all, but they've been keeping me here for that.
Okay.
Do you have...
All right. Well, we apparently are doing a rescue mission and doing it quite poorly.
Well, you made it to me.
That's true.
That's
I did.
the first half.
The other three, you remember them?
Yes.
Harvest, yes.
Cal and Bannon.
That's it.
Yes.
They are. We all made camp somewhere in the woods outside of the keep.
All right, so they're nearby.
Hopefully,
Why did they... Are they...
they're not.
Cal,
No.
you see, she kind of like steps like to the bars and starts yelling down the hall towards the other cells.
No. They don't know. They're not here.
Are you sure?
Yes. I hope so. Anyway, I was keeping watch, or was supposed to, and everything went silent, and I was just compelled to walk in a direction, and here I am. I don't know whether it was the hubris of my own curiosity or something else. But it's good that you're here. It's wonderful, in fact. We
It's
can.
good that you're here.
Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, it's just like old times. Okay. Right. Checks. Have anything on me?
No.
No? Fuck.
I believe they keep everything at the front of the room here.
Okay.
There's 3 goblins down there who seem to be minding us.
Ooh, goblin impression. I don't think I have an impression, but in Goblin, which is one of the languages I speak.
Okay.
Hey, Gov. Gonna need you to come down here and check these cages, alright? It seems like you got the wrong blokes all caught up. Goblin language is just Cockney. I say all of this in common. But...
So in return, you hear, "Oi, hey down there's talking to me." And you see this like thick goblin. He's only like 3'2", but he's like 3'2" wide as well.
Hell yeah.
He's just got fucking like arms that come seemingly out of like the space above his shoulders. They're so large. And he just comes tottering over. He does not do leg day. He is a pizza slice of a man. He says, "Hey, pointy ears, you talking to me?"
Well, it seems like I am, innit? Well,
Where'd you learn goblin?
your mum.
Oh, that's fair. She's a good teacher.
She's a very good teacher.
She's a good
I like
teacher.
that woman.
Oh, man. I've
Hey.
never met someone who knew my mum before. She left when I was real young.
Oh, well, fuck, this is a sad story now. I'm sorry, mate. But,
Well, fuck you want?
well, it seems, I'm just wondering what the fuck I'm doing here.
Oh, you were taken prisoner
By who?
by the people who work for Lord Soth.
Is that you?
Do I look like Lord Soth to you?
Do you work for Lord Soth?
Yeah, of course. What, you think that people who work in his prison don't work for the man himself?
You
He
said
just has
you were
random
taken in
people.
by the people who work for Lord Soth.
Yeah,
and
the
I was
other
like,
there's more than me. I'm not the only one. Good day.
But you don't know. No, yeah.
He starts like walking away.
Sorry, darling, I haven't spoken Goblin in ages. That was my language is
you're
all out of sorts.
What the fuck just happened? She has no idea what you said. So she's
Yeah.
just staring at you like, you just like, it looks to her like you just went,
My Goblin is a little rusty, darling, and unfortunate. Well, I didn't get any information. I'd love to say that I did.
I'm not surprised. They don't seem like they're the brightest.
No,
He is rather endowed, isn't he, though?
huge.
Yes, those
Yes,
arms.
like an ape. I thought he would have walked on his forearms.
Yes.
Maybe that's how he gets around. Possibly.
Sounds like fun. You don't have a means of escape, do you?
God, I wish I knew how I got here in the first place, or why I have been captured and not immediately slaughtered. I imagine I'm here for some form of Lord. So, who did you say was the person who's going to possess you and your body?
Oh, Caradoc.
Caradoc. Oh, have I? No, I haven't.
Yeah, you might have heard of him from Lidara. Caradoc is one of the undead. Yeah, Lidara told you guys in a conversation. Caradoc is an undead who is similarly tied to Dargaard Keep, but seems to be able to leave in the body of other people. Yes, Caradoc. He seems to. They seem to be collecting people whose bodies he can use for his various purposes around the world. Anytime he needs to go out with the face of someone with some influence. I believe that my place within the Knights of Salamnia is what he desires.
Oh, fascinating.
Yes.
And
I
there are others here then?
I have seen a few people, but not many. I've only been here for a few days.
Okay. Wait, have you?
Yes, maybe 4 since
Since you've woken up?
that I can. I've not seen the sun, so I'm not actually sure how much time has passed.
Oh, because we've been on the road for a few weeks since the attack on
Weeks?
Vogler. Yes, only 1.5, 2 weeks, roundabout.
Oh,
So
my.
maybe it just took them a while.
Based on how
to
much they fed me, I felt like maybe 4 days.
I'm sorry, darling. It's a little longer than that. Right. Is there anything?
How is Vogler? Who made it?
Most of the village, thanks to your efforts and ours.
Thank
The village itself is no
Oh,
more.
I saw that.
unfortunately.
Yes.
But
The last
soul
thing I
of it-
remember is flying over it on flames.
Yes, but the soul of it seems positive. We're all outside Calamon now. They're all sacking, but unfortunately, we're all there with most of the rest of the current continent who are all getting sacked in numerous ways. A lot of refugees, a lot of people on the run.
Yes. Well, and at this point, you hear off to your right, a door closes, and you hear the click of heels on stone coming down the hallway. And as this figure enters into the vision outside of the bars of your cage, you see a face turn towards you with a beautiful elvish face on the right half, and exposed bone on the left, and an empty eye socket that you can just see movement in, as if there's like the legs of a spider just peeking their way out of it, and a black ichor that oozes down her cheek. She's dressed very well, this tall, dark, undead elf, who is looking at you with this creepy smile on her face. And she looks over and says, "Oh, good. You're awake." "Guards!" She calls, and these 3 goblins come over, and you feel this magical effect take over you, and you are shot bone straight as the guards unlatch the cell, and these goblins come in, and they put these manacles on you, and they begin to drag you and Becklin down the hallway that you heard that door opening noise come from. And the level of this compulsion, it feels like you should be able to fight it off, but there's something about this space that you're disoriented in a way where it just seems to take effect here on you.
Did I get the sense that it was the act of opening the cage that made this happen, or was
you
it...
saw her move her hand in a way?
Very good.
And you just sort of felt this like compulsion come over you in the moment. And they drag you you're taken down this hallway to this door, this metal door inside this stone, and you're taken into this room. It's a domed room. With cells on all of the sides. There's no other exit. There's only one door to this space. And above you, there is a small metal balcony. And you see a smaller ring of cells above you. It's dark. Do you have dark vision?
I do, yes.
Yeah, so you can see reasonably well. It's very muted grays and blacks and shadows. There isn't enough light for you to kind of start picking up color. But you do see these cells. A couple of them have occupants. There's one that has a tall... hobgoblin who is in sort of just like a long linen sheet basically covering his body, and he's just kind of standing against his cell. You see his mouth moving, but you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna try to whistle to see if it's silenced.
You do hear your own whistle in that moment. In the middle of this room, you're taken over to a cell next to there's a cell with a human in it who is average height man who's just sitting. You see him sitting in the back. He's like got his head down and he's just kind of leaning. If it weren't for the fact that he was a little bit too erect, you would think that he was dead. He was sitting so still. He is similarly in sort of this like white garb, but it is covered in blood where there are slits in the garb itself. And you see on the ground as you're walking through, there's a desk in the middle of the room that is a hardwood desk covered in papers and a variety of quills and things that is off center enough, and next to it there seems to be a circle that is red with dried blood.
Like ritual?
It seems almost ritualistic, but because the placement of it seems so precise, but there's no markings or like signifying anything that
like no spells or anything.
No. It doesn't seem like the circle itself is a spell, and it's not a perfect circle. It just seems like there is this spot next to the desk where blood seems to have pooled at some point.
Okay.
You're taken through and you are put into one of these cells, and your whistling cuts off when you pass through the bar. You do feel like you are suddenly in a magical silence, where you can not hear the scraping of the manacles on Becklin as she's put similarly into another cell.
Fascinating. Walking toward her, is there anyone in these cells that I recognize? Not like
those two are the only ones that
Vogler?
you see, and you don't recognize either of them.
Fantastic.
There are cells above you, but you don't see who might be in those.
Just before I get put in the cage, as Teller like logs that he can still speak. To this drow. Darling, I must simply know where you got your clothes. It's very, you just look very dashing. It's just a good look on you.
Very old. I don't think it would exist anymore. And that's where you get put into your cell. You spend the next few hours sort of just staring into this room. You have no concept of time of day. You have no concept of anything. At one point, you do watch as that human in the cell next to you is taken from his cell, and he is dragged to this spot where the blood is pooled in the middle of the floor. And you watch as this elf reaches her hand out and sort of like tilts and lifts him up. And he begins to just rise up and is held in place over this circle of blood. And just hanging there, you watch as she goes over to her desk and she starts grabbing implements and she begins torturing him and asking him questions. You can't hear her. And sometimes she's facing you and you can almost see her lips move. And the thing that you keep thinking that you see is the word Dragonlance. It's just said, her lip motion is so repetitive. And it seems to be she just keeps asking him about Dragonlances. But you can't make out much more because she's kind of walking around him in circles, just using these fine blades to cut deep into one piece of muscle or another. And it seems frustrated. She eventually lets him down. And the goblins come and take him back to his cell. And you're left alone. A meal is brought in for you to eat. And then after a few more hours, what you see is a flash of snow as this cold snap appears in front of the door directly across from you. And out of that snow is Harvest, your friend, who has face-stepped into the room in a new form. You've never seen her before. Previously, always with flame, always with this beautiful red hair, but your very large female friend has arrived with blue hair. This light platinum blonde that looks icy. Her entire physique has changed into the winter form of her Eladrin shape. And a fight begins. She's garroted from behind because she does not notice the undead elf is above her, behind her. And at that, Caligero breaks the door down with magic. And you watch as this fight consumes the room. You're banging, you're trying to make noise to get them to notice you so that you can help. But they are so distracted by this fight. And you watch as eventually they do end up getting the upper hand when all of a sudden she misty steps out the door, casts Entangle behind her, and runs away. And that is where we're gonna... Hey guys, come back!
Hell yeah.
And that's the story of your not so good day. Hey everybody, how you doing? We're just waiting for the... I should have given them more of a warning.
No, they should be at our beck and call.
It's not funny.
We should have been standing outside of the door waiting for us. We shouldn't have need to call. We should have known.
Thank you, 5.
Well, no, I didn't want to know. I wanted you to be able to reveal stuff.
I know, I'm joking.
I didn't secretly listen to everything through the vents.
Can you just stop?
You guys know most of it, but
Oh.
we're back with everyone at the table. Hi, friends.
Hi.
Astral Dusk is all in a room together again. And you guys have just... not defeated, but an undead drought elf has just fled you. And in this moment, you finally noticed that Teller was in the room the whole time.
Hey.
In a cell.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Silence.
I cannot hear it.
Really?
What's he saying?
I don't know.
So, I noticed the magic around the cells. Is it every single cell is silence?
They're all silence, yeah.
I would love to look around the room, maybe the desk, be like, is there some sort of lever or magical connection to multi-cell silencing?
Roll an investigation check for me.
As opposed to just, clearly it's not someone concentrating on a spell right now, so...
Yeah, because they've booked it.
They left.
Well, he does that. I'd love to look around for
Scaredy
like
cat.
keys or like examine the
Investigation.
Yeah.
doors to see if
Roll
there's...
an investigation check for me as well.
9. That's not the greatest.
You are unable to find any
Yeah.
sort of lever
That makes sense.
or physical thing.
Investigation we're talking, eh? That's a 8.
You
We're both just looking at each other like...
between the two of you, the one thing you do notice is that none of these cell doors have keyholes on them. They seem to be fused metal all the way across. And Tell, you would have noticed when the door opened in front of you that the doors, the metal of the door seemed to open out of itself. Like the metal just sort of split seamlessly out of itself and then closed. And in the time that you've spent kind of banging against it, in the silence, you've noticed that there is no door. There is just a metal grate in front of you that seems to be seamless from wall to wall.
Harvest is like, can you hear me? Do you know where the key is.
Why the double thumbs up for is? Is.
Oh, sorry. Do you know? Fucking the heck.
Do you know? Fuck you. Fuck you. It's about this radius. Yeah, about that. Why do you do this to me?
Because I love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's saying that he ate
Get
the key.
me out.
No, he ate the key.
But how do
That's not what he's.
Yeah.
That's not what he's saying.
How?
He's saying he.
How?
The world is fucked. The Dragon Queen actually already won the war.
He's saying he can't hear you.
Oh, well, he should have just said that. Is there anybody else? There's Becklin in the other cage, right?
Becklin is in one of the cages. There's also a tall. As you look around the room, you see there's a cage with a hobgoblin, a tall hobgoblin who seems to just kind of be like leaning against the wall right up to his cage, just kind of like staring at you guys. There is a human who seems to be bleeding down his white shirt. He's covered in dry blood, and red blood seems to be running across his body. And he's just sort of like in the back, not moving, just sort of like head down.
Is he like does he look like he's dying?
He is clearly recently been tortured, yes. And then as you go up, if you go up to look at the cells on the top level, you don't see anyone living. But in one of the cells, you do see Ispin Greenshield's body.
What? Well, first of all, the guy who's bleeding out, as Ban sees that, he just like eyes light up and healing word
On who?
on the person who's like bloody and like slumped
Yeah,
in their
you
cell.
see, he doesn't actually acknowledge you. He just like, you watch as like some of the exposed wounds on his chest close up, but he still is just sort of sitting there hunched looking at the ground, just like completely out of it.
At least I know he's not.
But he's alive. You can tell by how he's sitting too solidly to be dead.
Yeah.
But he's not looking up. He's not acknowledging. What you can see of his face is just completely like this scraggly beard that looks like weeks of being unshaven. He just is completely out of it.
Great. Well, it's 6 HP if that matters.
Cal, do you have like magic unlock spell, like get rid of?
No, I don't have the get rid of. Normally I do, but instead and he looks at his arm with the ripped sleeve because of vampiric touch. He's like, I can only do one or the other a day, it seems.
Oh,
It's weird.
well, fuck.
Also, this is uneven now.
So we'll come back
tries
tomorrow,
to
then.
rip off his other sleeve a little bit. We'll come back tomorrow.
We'll long rest in the prison.
I just like
Pull a Baldur's Gate. We'll just go to
Yeah.
camp.
Yeah,
come back to the
literally.
spot.
I point to tell her, and I can attempt to. Can you hear this? And it's a message.
Oh, yeah, you can hear it in your head.
So it's responding in your head.
Yeah, and then I respond.
Yeah, you can respond to a message. Yeah.
Hey!
Hello. Why?
Oh!
That's not how message works.
I'll just keep recasting it. It's
Oh,
cantrip. It's a cantrip. It's a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Yeah,
I'm making sending. Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
You can mentally talk to everyone in this room.
Perfect.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, you okay? You alive? How you doing?
I'm alive.
Good. How'd they get you in here if they can't? We can't get out.
The cage just seemingly just opens from the center, like a magical split, and then it falls back and then fuses together. It's clearly magic. If you had like a dispel that.
I don't have a dispel. Not today. When are we gonna snooze here for 24 hours and then I'll
Oh,
get you
she's going to
out?
come back and definitely try to kill us.
You think so?
She's going to try.
She wasn't doing so well before.
Yes, but then she left, and this castle is full of her
That's true. We can't literally
people.
Yes. Here.
There's a lot of goblins though. They seem fine.
They're in a cell.
Yeah.
Is there a desk if I recall? Like,
There
in
is a
the
desk,
middle?
yeah.
Can I like start rifling through? Like,
Yeah, go
maybe
for
the
it. Roll an
scrolls?
investigation check for me.
Another one.
A scroll.
That's a 9. I'm going up.
Threw that at me.
You find a variety of papers. You keep seeing the word Dragonlance written.
Oh,
on
that's
them.
meta.
What?
Sorry.
It said the name of the thing.
You guys know what Dragonlances are.
No, I know.
None of you have ever seen one because they haven't been used in hundreds of years. They're very rare. But the Dragonlances are, weapons of lore that were used against Takesis the last time war was waged against her.
They're like boring death darts.
Sure. They're kind of like Doubt Darts.
Aragon.
They're definitely Doubt Darts before Doubt Darts. They kind of predate Doubt Darts.
Sure, yeah. They were the
The OG.
The OG.
Yeah. So you keep finding references, questions about Doubt.
Say it 5 times fast.
You're welcome.
The question, Dragonlances.
There you go.
And a variety of other writings, missives from Caradoc that are written in an unintelligible script. What languages do you speak?
Common and Kender speak.
Yeah, no, it's all nonsense to you, mostly. But yeah, you do find a lot of references to Dragonlances for some reason.
Can I just snatch the papers and scan it for a second and say Draconic, Elvish, Kender speak, and Salamnic? And is there anything?
Sorry, what was that?
Common, Draconic, Elvish, Kender speak, and Salamnic.
You speak 5 languages?
Yeah.
I fucking hate you. I know, none of it makes sense to me.
What about Halfling or Astarian?
Yes.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, you
I don't know I can read this language, but I pick up this paper and I'm like, oh.
you
Pictures.
notice that you can read the Istarian writing.
I don't even know what that means.
That owns, dude. That's fucking sick.
So Istar was the basically the nation that caused the cataclysm.
Right. I pitched this 5 months ago.
High priest, I believe it was, of Istar was the one who was trying to ascend to godhood, which caused the gods to send the cataclysm and sort of wipe them out.
Great,
it is also one of the languages spoken by Lord Soth before he fell around the same time. And so you can read. Caradoc is sending notes to. There are some elements of plans written on these, and what Caradoc needs from the bodies that he is to use for his plans, that he is sending messages to this. You actually get her name because you can read Istarian. You find out that her. Oh my god! Did I not write it down here? Her name is Syndillin. Syndillin. So Syndillin is a drow elf, you find out from these, who has been here since before the Cataclysm and was working with Soth. She is an expert in mental manipulation, and so basically he talks with her about the ways he needs her to prepare the minds, breaking the minds, and kind of getting the information that he needs to properly embody their bodies so that he can believably portray them out in the world. She's sort of an expert in cracking them open like an egg so that he can kind of slide in and not just possess them, but actually know enough about them to reasonably portray them in a situation.
Oh my god, this is fucked up. This is bad. This is bad. I'm gonna take those with me.
Great.
Darling,
So
what's she saying?
I remember.
I can see her talking to herself.
Saying she's read something and she said it's bad.
Fascinating.
It's bad. I'm also going to. Can I also do an investigation check to see if there's a
Go for it.
triggering mechanism to get
Harvest
open?
just solves everything.
Sorry, was that the warden?
Yeah, that was the warden.
12 or sorry, no, investigation.
Can you tell
Yeah.
her it's just so
8.
good to see her again from me?
While you're sifting through shit, I just put my hand on your shoulder. Teller says it's so good to see you again.
You get a bardic inspiration.
Is there a does Bardic have components?
That's fantastic.
Just threw me my hand, goes, go!
To be fair, it does say that can hear you, so I don't think it counts.
Yeah, no, I'm
Me
gonna say
passing
no.
a
I'm so
message.
sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry.
That would have been hilarious.
I was about to say, I guess, but no. You
Yeah.
can't. Unfortunately, Cal's charisma is just not quite high enough to pass the bardic through.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could
Right.
give bardic inspiration to him on the return of a message, but
That's
Give
wild.
bardic inspiration to you to give bardic
You-
inspiration.
you do not find anything.
Yeah, no,
As you
I-
are looking around this room, the three of you are scouring.
You know what, darling? I will take the hit. Do you have any explosions?
They're loud. Well, I mean, they know
They're
we're
being
here.
put in a silence
Yeah.
zone.
You
so they
blew up
won't
the
be.
door to get into the room.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
think everyone
Yeah.
knows that we're
Also,
there.
I mean, just if you shoot it inside of the zone of silence, then it'll be there'll be no noise. I'll take a hit, yes, but I can do it.
Good point. So you want me to break the cell in? Are you
I
gonna
want
be
you-
okay?
Oh, we
I will
got
be
some
when I'll
alchemist
be out
fire.
of cell. And,
You are at full health.
yeah, and I'll be out of a cell.
We got some alchemist fire. Is that like?
No, that won't go
boom?
boom. We're talking more.
that will just suffocate you
Yeah,
all.
that'll just
Great.
Depending on the ventilation of this room,
Exactly.
alchemist fire might be a bad
it'll
idea.
spread fire around.
Can I just like pull a Baldur's Gate and like attack the
What part do you want to attack?
the wall around, like
Sure.
not the
yeah,
gate but
absolutely.
the wall?
With
Great.
what weapon?
My longsword that does have the Crimson Right on it.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a attack for me on the wall with advantage.
Great.
Kill it. I've also got the wrong character sheet, so I'm gonna go grab it.
That's a +6, so that's a 22.
All right,
Okay.
roll damage for me. Now, you are attacking with a slashing weapon. So
Yeah.
you are going to basically, like, the wall is essentially sturdy. So I'm going to need you to get, it is resistant to your attack, and you're going to need to get above a certain number. So roll your damage for me.
Okay. That is a +6. 12?
Of
Of
how much
half
of that is fire damage?
3 of that is fire damage.
Okay, so you just clang off the wall,
Alright.
doing absolutely nothing to it.
Alright.
But you're really intent. You're looking at this spot as you clang into it. You see the stone around reverberate your sword back, and your fire licks against the wall. And there is one spot on the wall next to the cell where there is a impression that seems to glow brightly with your arcane fire that goes back to the look of stone slower than the rest of the wall.
Did you see
Yeah,
that?
I did.
Do you have any fire?
I do have fire. I can give it a shot. Immediately repeating the thing. I'm just gonna firebolt at it, I guess.
Yeah, it glows
Yeah.
and it holds longer. You can roll a perception check for me as you're watching how your fire impacts this.
Okay. I'm looking at the right sheet. Oh, that's not great. But the roll was 15.
Yeah, you notice that it isn't a circle. It is almost the shape of a hand.
Got it.
Like there's like a weird, like almost like an impression of a foot in the snow.
I'm gonna. Can I put my hand on it?
You feel something arcane
Okay.
connect with your hand.
Do I do anything with that? Can't I do anything with that?
What would you like to do?
Can you look like the drow?
As you take your hand away, you feel that connection get lost.
Yeah. Can I make myself look like the drow? Yeah, I can.
Like the hand?
You think it's a... like it detects... What, like the lines on my hands or something?
Maybe it's just like the
I-
the outline of it.
Yeah, maybe. However, felt... Can I, like, dig deep into that arcane feeling and, like, know what that might... the impulse might be?
Roll an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Please. Plus 5, so it's a 13.
You also have the thing.
Magical imbalance.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want to, yeah.
Yeah, let's go for a 15. I'll
Great.
cross one off.
That's much better.
Yeah.
You feel that it is waiting for a command of some. You like feel like the arcane tether of a control, much like the stuff that you were used to in Sylvanesti, that is waiting for a command of some kind.
Like in my brain, like command as in part of the spell, or just like that decisive choice through telling it to do something, like an actual.
You're connected to it. You basically you can tell that there is a next step
Got it.
Once you have your hand connected to that magic, there's something you must do.
Got it. I got no spell. So he puts his hand back.
Yeah,
and just
you
kind of
feel that immediately, like it just like tethers to the magic in you.
What you were gonna?
What's the Elvish word for friend?
Fuck you.
My God.
Melon.
And I say melon. Yeah, I just look at it and go melon. No, just to himself, he on an impulse just like wills the cells to open and just says open.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You see this thin line of silver from the top of the cell down on the left side of your cell as the door creaks open a tad. Yeah, you can just push.
No sound is happening. You're just.
And it just, it slides open and you're able to get out and you are now no longer silenced.
Oh, hey! Hello.
You're alive.
I'm alive.
We love Matt for you.
Yes, I'm not even.
What
they didn't even
happened?
I could not tell you. I think my hubris of curiosity, unfortunately, I believe got the better of me, and I stepped. I was on watch. Everything got silenced. I then walked outside. I felt like it wasn't quite me, but I get like that sometimes. And then everything went black, and I woke up. Oh shit! Turns, points, Becklin.
Yeah.
Becklin.
Yeah.
Do the thing again.
I'm gonna run and like kind of feel around the side again for the hand.
It's in the exact same spot.
Exact same spot.
It is a very symmetrically designed room.
Rinse and repeat. Hand open. Command. Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna say that Ban is up on the second level now, like, and he's been like looking, and he's like, so that's just for future after this.
Great. Becklin is out. Hello. Hi. Yes. It's been a while, it seems.
Does Becklin look hurt?
Yeah, I was like,
No, she looks fine.
They are possessing people to infiltrate places.
where they're trusted.
So they need people to be alive to do so.
We thought you were. We thought you were dead. We thought.
I believe I was. Yes. It seems I've only been awake for 4 days.
Everyone,
Yeah.
you should all come up here and take a look at this. Ban's like looking into the cell with Isbin's body.
You do see the hobgoblin is banging, like trying to get out.
I'm like, yes, will do. We need to get the others out.
Yeah.
though.
We'll split. Maybe like.
No,
Or no.
stop.
Waiting.
Stop.
Sorry, what?
For some reason I can read these. I don't know why. But they are working on a way to reliably and what's the fucking word? Like convincingly put imposters into people's bodies, and I don't want to be that person, but I don't know 100% if we can trust anyone in this room.
We can almost definitely trust that person there, pointing at the human that is slumped over, because I just saw him not moments ago getting cut open by our very well-dressed drow friend who was asking about a Dragonlance. Kept asking him the same thing about a Dragonlance. I believe that he might know where it is, or one is, or something about them. You don't torture people just to, I mean, it could be a very long ruse, but I don't see the point in that. Especially, these people are for theatrics, but not of that long standing, I don't believe.
And again, not to be that guy, and kind of aside just to tell her, how long has Becklin been here? Since you got here?
Becklin has been his. She said that she woke up about 4 days ago.
Okay.
You see Becklin, like, noticing you guys having private conversation.
Yeah.
She's at the desk, kind of, like, looking through things.
Gotcha.
How high up are those stones that open the cells?
Right.
Just out of reach for you.
Shit.
No.
I
They
get
would
you a
probably
box?
you would be a reach, but you would be able to reach it.
Ban gets on his tippy toes and he touches the one outside of Isbin's cell.
Okay.
And he says, "Open."
Nothing happens.
Fuck!
You don't feel any sort of arcane connection to anything. You feel like you're putting your hand in the same spot that Our friend was, but the
Damn
Kyle is. But you don't have any sort of.
You
don't have any innate arcane ability, and so you're not able to kind of connect to the wall.
But I'm the chosen one.
We should see what's up
Yeah.
there.
Should I let these two out of their cells?
I would. I understand your reasoning, but I believe so. Specifically for at least one of them. Yes, this Caradoc can possess bodies, yes, to infiltrate, and that is something that we should be aware of. But on the off chance that that is not true,
Or at least hasn't happened yet.
Was there anything in the notes that would have let me know how close they were to this being like a real
This is something
possibility?
she's capable of. This is not a new thing for them. This is something. It's more talking about what kinds of people they are currently trying to work on, and what
Right.
like their priorities are.
and
And that like there is an element that you see in some of these notes about not taking it too, that she has a tendency to go too far. And he's like, I still need their bodies to be usable when you're done with them.
Right, okay.
and them in the cages being possessed would require a lot of foresight on the fact that they knew that they were going to get attacked, and set up a trap for us, which right now, I just don't believe is the case.
Yeah, I guess I'll trust your word on it unless I go one step deeper and be like, they knew we would follow you.
That's true, I guess. But
It is odd that they only took you.
it is odd that they only took me. And they also took Ispin. And you.
Well, we were
What about
all
Cudgel?
at Ispin's...
They took Ispin.
Oh, fuck, yes. Oh, no, did I know that? No, I didn't.
I
We're
think
all
you guys already
walking
knew that his
upstairs,
body
yes.
was up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, say that you've come upstairs and you're all looking in the cell at him.
But the problem... Why would they take Ispin's body when everyone knows that he's dead? If he showed up, that would be very suspicious.
Maybe not everyone knows he's dead. Maybe it's just people from territories that they've already captured.
Just a small group, his closest friends.
But then
He-
why Ispin? Why?
He's not alive.
Hmm?
Well, look at him. He's dead.
Yeah,
But
but
you were
he
dead.
could
So
be...
are you, darling.
Yes, but why didn't they bring him back then?
Maybe they were just getting to it. Maybe
He's
they...
in a cage. You don't put people... You don't put dead bodies in a cage.
Wait. Unless the Isbin we buried is not Isbin. And that's the imposter.
But from what I understand from the notes, the body... There's only one body. There's a body that they can use to possess.
Right.
I don't think there can be two Ispins.
So
We
they could-
sent Ispin out on a boat, and then we set fire to the boat, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there any waterlogging, any burns on this body? Like they fished it out of the river after?
Yeah. Roll a perception check for me.
Good one.
Well, because let's be
Need to
real.
warm
we,
these bad boys up.
we did all that ceremony before we knew about Martin, and Martin was there.
Yeah.
So,
What am I rolling?
Perception.
I give you back your bardic inspiration.
You guys haven't opened the cell, so you're
It's
just kind of
14,
like...
that's not
Yeah, we're just looking.
Yeah. Yeah, you see... He's propped up, his body is like propped up in a way where at first you just kind of see his face and his upper body. And as you look, his extremities they do seem burned. It does seem like he has been like healed only around like the face and the neck and the upper chest.
So,
It might just be a process. It might just take time.
yeah.
Or maybe it's
And my-
just a contingency. Just in case, they decided that they needed to...
But then it's him, me, you.
Yes.
And
I mean,
you were
if
all
they-
on the wanted posters.
What wanted posters?
In the
grabbed
town,
wanted posters
not
in the tower.
far from the
It
tower,
was
there's the
Declan.
four of you,
Cudgel,
In
yourself,
Dargaard.
and
your group.
Where's
Isbin.
Cudgel?
We
Is she
don't-
all right?
Oh, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe they're trying to get the old team back together. Did we do anything? I can't remember. Like
Well,
with
Ispin
Lord
broke in
Soth?
here a year ago.
Yes, but is that did
We are... If they are looking for Ispin's old team who might know something about what he did here a year ago, we would be the ones that I would go after.
Yes.
Even if it was just as leverage against him.
What
Well,
about
we need to go find
The hunt of
Cudgel.
information, then.
Where is Cudgel?
I don't know. I mean, back
We
at
last-
Calamon.
We last
back
left
in-
Cudgel and Calamon, yeah.
Calamon, yes. Well, we must get back to Calamon, I think.
And I think we probably shouldn't linger here any longer. They're all searching for us.
Sorry, but what do we do with this? And he gestures towards his body.
We take it with us.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can't just leave it in a cage.
That hobgoblin over there is
I want these two out. I do truly believe that
Yes.
they are good. They are people that have been captured, and
Yeah.
the risk, I believe, is worth it.
Yeah, Cal, you already healed the guy a little bit.
I made sure he wasn't gonna die.
Yeah, Cal puts his hand on the door next to the one who was tortured.
Okay.
Same thing, and opens it.
No response. He's just sitting there, elbows on his knees, just looking down at the ground.
Tell her. Oh, you go.
Before we do anything, I was just gonna turn to Becklin and this doesn't really prove much because I know that they can like access memories. But what did you leave with me for Darrett?
Oh, his Salamnic armor. I give you a box to give him.
All right, that helps.
With my hand on the guy's neck for a pulse, you just hear.
Wait, did you go into the cell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Teller is also going into the
As
cell,
soon as you get close enough,
Yeah.
he's looking down at your feet, and then he jerks up and looks at you.
Oh, so he's. Oh,
And it's the first time he's acknowledged,
got it.
and he's looking at you, and he's kind of...
He's like slumped, sitting down, right?
Yeah, he's just sitting there, and now he's looking up at you, and
Great.
he realizes that you're not Cinderlin.
Yeah, hands up, and I full on like just get into like a little bit of a squat, like
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm like, hi, are you okay?
You are silent.
It's silent.
You're,
Oh,
in,
I'm
you're
like,
in the cell. Yeah.
Good point. Well, I'll message him. I can't
You
cast. I'm in
while
there
you're in
now.
the silence.
So I just kind of gesture. I would be like, to like gesture to like, should we walk out of here?
Yeah, and he kind of he gets up so sort of slowly,
Yeah.
as if he expects to fall down, but because of the healing, he does manage under his own weight to get
Great.
to the edge of the cell and out. And you
Harvest has
just
her sword out.
Yeah.
he's kind of like looking at you warily, but he just sort of like
Yeah, and you see Cal doing one of these between the two of you.
Thank you.
Hey,
Who are you?
Hi.
What do you do? Where's Cinderlin?
Ran away. They fought. Hello, my name is Teller. We haven't been formally introduced,
Sorry.
but I did see the display.
Teller, Cal, Harvest,
Yeah.
Ban.
Melius.
Good to meet you. Are you all right? You're a little bloody.
I'm better now. I don't know. They healed me again, I guess.
No, this
that was
little
us.
one actually.
It
Saw you.
feels the same either way.
Yeah, good point. No, the warden or whatever she was.
Cinderlin, yeah.
Yeah, no, we fought her. She left. She ran. She got away. Very strong.
Why were they torturing you?
Yeah. Are you?
I can't tell you that.
I'm so sorry. Could we talk about this outside?
Yeah. Let's get everyone. out
We are
now.
here to do a jailbreak.
Oh, great.
Do you know anything about this man? Look, points to the hobgoblin.
No, and this guy's just he's like seething. He's banging on the cell.
Can we get him?
1 second. Hi. How you doing? What's going on? I'm gonna send a message. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just fine. Why you let him out on me?
We're going one at a time here. We messaged everyone. He was unconscious. Why were you in here? Are you okay?
No.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've been in here for weeks.
Were they questioning you?
No.
Does he look wounded or injured at all?
No.
And this is out of the message now. It's like, I think it's fine. We can let him out.
think we should
There's
let him
also a lot of us and one of him.
He seems he's not talking a lot back in the message. He seems a little bit baffled by it.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he really understands what's going on.
You just hear the voice in his
he's
head.
like talking back to you, but you can kind of watch his eyes are kind of like flitting around his head as if
Yeah.
he's like, no,
Yeah.
I've just been in here for a while. What the
He
fuck
just
is
sees
this?
his half elf like pulling the James McAvoy fucking like Professor X bullshit.
Yeah.
Great. No, I like tentatively I look at my team, but I'm like pretty sure of myself, and I'll put it up and open, and then like gesture him to walk out.
And
of the silence.
You watch as the door opens and he gets out. He immediately bolts for the door,
Whoa.
and he just starts running.
No, it's fine. There's an. He
There's
will
an
get
entangle.
first.
Oh, the
Immediately, he
Wait,
gets
don't step
like
on the-
5 steps, enough for that you would about to have a reaction, and you watch as he just starts trying to pull at these fucking roots, and he's just getting mad at the ground. He's like, "Oh God!"
Hey! It's okay.
Buddy.
We are going to get out. We are weak alone, and together we are far stronger. So we should do this as a unit. Okay?
Okay.
All right?
All right.
It's okay.
Temporary friends. We're not looking to harm anyone. We're looking to get out.
What's your name?
Cal.
You're the one in my head.
Yes, sorry about that. I can get through that silence and make sure.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Just impulse. Anyone in prison, we want to make sure you're okay and don't mean us harm when we let you out. But
Okay.
no, we're here to get out and free everybody.
What are you? What are you good at? If we run into
I don't
combatants,
have my stuff. I can't do anything.
we are going to get
And
your
Messman's
stuff.
like, I'm a guard. I know how to use a sword.
Wonderful. Hello, darling. Hello. You have a sword. Love it. You have a great axe. Did you bring that?
Oh yeah, no,
Can I have it? To give to him?
Becklin's like,
This though.
Harvest, if it makes you feel better, I'll use the axe.
There you go. Ah.
Or your sword, and you can use the axe. I'm not picky.
No, that's fine.
We are going to get our equipment back because I need my books. My books.
The one thing you did notice going through the desk is that they're not in this room.
I was gonna say we saw no equipment in no treasury in the room or anything like that.
There are.
I reluctantly give the axe to Becklin.
And she's
I was one-handed it,
strong.
and she's like, oh
well,
god.
she's like, I don't think I've had a good meal in a couple weeks.
Oh, we can help with that actually.
Yeah, actually, and it just. Are you hungry now? I'm so sorry.
Starving, yes.
Yeah, no, I totally still have the rations and everything. I dish it out to you and the other two.
And you watch it like the hobgoblin is still trying. He's
Yeah, while
entangled, but he gives up trying to get his feet out and just starts eating food.
exactly.
No
And
fucking
then,
funny business, all right?
hand around
if
my-
you run,
Alright.
if I see you leave my line of sight, I'm not risking anyone letting them know that we're here, all right?
Yeah, you won't
I mean,
get
they know that we're here,
dessert.
but it doesn't matter.
That is a
I
good.
think they already know where.
At this point, the entangle spell does fade.
Certificate.
And
Yeah.
you are now the
Brilliant.
entrance to the room is clear.
Plus,
Okay.
if they don't run, they don't get dessert. So
There you go. That's
How
a good.
That's a
are you
point.
guys carrying Espin's body?
that's a good
I'll,
question.
I'll
the
put
shoulder?
over my shoulder, yeah.
Yeah.
Or look, we only need to get this out of here and dispose of it in a way that they can't.
You need to get him out of here. And you see Melius is like, if you need to use your sword and you don't trust me, I can carry him.
There we go.
They're also, unless the other prisoners took them with them, there might be some weapons still left over in the other room from
Okay.
the guards, the
It's true.
goblins.
They might have swords. Yeah.
Would Harvest be I actually don't know how large Espin is. A human size?
He's a human.
Right. Would I be able to still...
You would not be able to
One-handed
use your sword two-handed.
Yeah.
You have a two-handed blade.
Yeah.
So-
but I could still use it with one hand.
Yeah, to less effect, but yeah.
We buried him in his armor. Correct?
Ispin? Mm-hmm. He's not wearing anything right now.
Naked?
Anything? Oh.
He has the same
Alright.
kind of white shift.
Yeah.
But no.
Naked?
Yeah. He's not currently wearing his armor.
Yeah. Grand.
Right.
We should get a wiggle on. I think
All right,
we've
you know
spent enough
what?
time.
Yeah, you know what? You carry him. That way you can't fucking run away.
Great. So yeah, of course, yeah.
And-
Whatever you need.
Team decision. If you leave, if you run, which you're well within your rights to do, looking at the hobgoblin, we will not go after you. We stick together.
I don't even know the way out. I don't know how I would run. Where would I go?
Yeah, you might.
Exactly. No, that's my point.
Yeah,
my
no,
point
I'm
is
good. I'm good. I'm not gonna.
Good.
I just.
Okay.
I've been in silence for fucking weeks. I just need to leave here.
Is Lidara still with us? Yeah, she has to be.
Yeah.
Defeat. Shield.
Lidara?
Oh.
Nothing.
Lidara?
She doesn't respond.
Lidara?
Fuck. All right, we walk out
the
of this
silence
room.
The music
Okay.
was perfectly timed.
You are now back in the hallway of. There is to your left a path that leads towards whatever the latrine is that you sent the prisoners down earlier to try and find a way to escape through the sewer system.
Yeah.
And there is a hallway in front of you with 8 cells, 4 on each side, and then the poker table and sort of the front area of the prison.
Where I was.
You were in one of those cells, yeah.
Lidara?
Lidara?
Where are the goblins?
They're in one of the cells.
Yeah.
Oh, the goblins are in
Yeah,
there,
we
so-
knocked them all
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, they
we
knocked
shut
them out
them in
and
a cell.
tied them up.
One of them was put to sleep and should be awake now because the sleep spell was
Two
going on.
went to sleep, I think,
Yeah,
and one got knocked
they're all
out.
tied.
Right.
They're all tied and gagged, but
Yeah.
But we could ask them where your stuff is, they might know.
they would.
As you
From
That you get to the front cell where you see them. There is the door in front of you. There is the table. On the left side, facing that door, there is a cabinet that has a big lock on it.
I was going to say, before we reach the first cell, I would like to, around the corner, like, gesture for everyone to stop, and then Peter Pan style, like...
Fly in like this.
What are you doing?
What does she sound like? Right, you goblins!
Oh.
I'm going to use my actor feat because I kept asking her questions as we were walking in so I could hear her speak.
Right.
Okay, they watched her. Those of them that are awake did watch her run past them already. So I'm going to need you to roll with disadvantage on this check to see if you can convince them that she somehow got back past them the other way.
That's fine. What am I
She's
rolling?
It would be deception with disadvantage.
That's fine.
Although, don't you get advantage on deception checks when you're
I don't get advantage. The minimum I can roll is a 20.
Yeah, you pass.
Wow.
You don't have to roll for it. It doesn't matter.
Cool, I got a 5 and a nat 1. Doesn't matter, baby.
You got a 20. All the way off.
Doesn't matter.
You have successfully.
Insane.
You're reasonably convinced that you sounded exactly like her.
Yeah. The people that threw you in the cage, they are trying to get all of the prisoners' items back. Where is the key?
And what you hear in return is,
I need to move the things.
Fuck.
That was a good idea.
they were bound and gagged.
Yeah, by the
Yeah.
way, they're gagged.
No, it was a good idea.
Right.
Yeah,
I
it
like
was a good
that
idea
Teller,
from
Teller
you.
was like, guys, give me 1 second, I'm gonna try something. And then you guys are all like,
We're like,
should we
Yeah,
let him
kept trying
know?
to. And shh.
And then I do tap you on the shoulder. I'm like, marvelous impression though. That was really
Well done,
good.
well done.
Sounded
Thank you.
just like it.
I have the set of keys because we let everybody out. So
Yeah.
is there one that looks like it might fit this fucking?
They are all different keys, but you could try them.
I'm gonna go
Every
try
single
them.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
You go and you
Yeah.
try the keys.
As everyone moves past the goblin, Teller
The
is
goblins
like.
are so confused.
Teller is like 20 foot behind doing the sad Michael Cera walk as his thing didn't work.
Beautiful.
You start to click through the keys one at a time, and you do find one, unlocks this big padlock, and the doors open. And inside, you see a variety of equipment. Teller, all of your stuff is there.
Thank you.
Delicious.
And Becklin hands you your axe back as she goes and she kind of grabs her Salamnic blade off of the wall and kind of starts clipping it on. There is a long staff that the hobgoblin grabs.
Yeah.
Then, oh my god, I keep forgetting this fucker's name.
Melius.
Melius walks over
Melius.
and is looking. He's like, none of this is mine. Do you mind if it doesn't matter if I just grab? Does any is there? And there's like a bunch of like random weapons. Some of them.
Yeah, take whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, okay. And he kind of grabs. There's this belt that has like sort of like a longer skirt hanging off of it, and he kind of like grabs that to kind of cover himself up a little bit more.
Yeah.
The hobgoblin doesn't seem as concerned with what he's wearing. He's fine, kind of just being in a loincloth.
Yeah.
But Melius seems a little bit shy, and is trying to like grab like a like cloak and like this belt. He looks very.
He
looks,
actually
he's
grabs some magic items.
only covered from like mid thigh up, so he just has exposed calves.
Hot.
But yeah, he grabs this belt and skirt and this cloak, and he
Fucking
grabs
orc.
a sword and a shield.
Is there anything else interesting in that cabinet?
Roll an investigation check
Yeah.
for me.
Oh, damn it! I can't
Lidara!
roll those.
Itara!
Nope.
So
That's
what's
four.
up?
Theory on Lidara. Why is she no longer here?
There is stuff for you guys to find, and like I just can't give you anything because you can't roll an investigation check above a 10. Like it is something.
Oh, our investigation, like as a party, is
Garbage.
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah,
Right.
you find a variety. It's mostly like rusted weapons, stuff that seems to have. Some of these weapons look like they probably would be worth a lot of money at a museum because they are so old, and it is really interesting to. One of the fascinating things about this closet is you see things that were confiscated before the cataclysm.
Holy shit.
Unfortunately, they have the wear of being metal in a dank space that have just sat rusting for 350 years.
I mean, just for the story of it all, I think Teller would like to do a similar, if I'm allowed,
Go for it,
just
yeah.
to have like a little look-see.
That's fair.
Because after like grabbing all of his stuff, he's like, well, might as well add something to the collection.
I thought you were gonna go full Brit and take the relics.
12.
You find a dagger that is so. It has a gorgeous hilt, but that seems pristine, completely untouched. But the blade, the metal of the blade, is so rusted that it seems that the two pieces of this dagger seem so opposite to one another in that the hilt is finely carved with what looks like jewels set inside of it, but the blade is decrepit and useless.
Love that.
And you're not quite sure what is going on there. But
Finds
yeah,
it very interesting. We'll take it.
Decrepit.
you do roll an Arcana check for me.
Okay. 23.
And the hilt is with definitely magical.
We love that.
Love
Yeah.
that. Did... What's the hobgoblin's name? Sorry, darling, I didn't catch your name. What was it?
Tissamin.
Tessamine.
Yeah.
Honor to meet you. Did Tessamine pick up any weapons or anything?
Yeah, he grabbed his staff.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Staff.
Oh, very good. What do you... I think we all need to just understand what we do in combat. Are you either of you two combatants at all? You're a guard, so you have some training.
Tessman, it looks at you and is, I do not like to fight, but I work with the earth, and she grants me power.
Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
And Melis is just like, I can use a sword, but I'm not some great hero. I just
No, that's fine.
I guard the catacombs in Kalaman.
You are
Oh, what?
fascinating.
What?
That's great.
Yeah.
They stole the guard to the catacombs of.
I was visiting my family, and we were attacked on the road.
Who's buried in Calamon that they're trying to take their fucking body?
No, it's not a person. They want the Dragonlance.
It's in Calamon in the.
There is a Dragonlance that is kept in the catacombs. It's
fuck.
long rusted and destroyed, but it is an ancient relic from the war, from the Cataclysm. They asked me about it constantly.
So they don't have it yet.
I mean, they were just asking me about it. The magic around it 20 minutes ago, an hour.
And
I
you
don't
have
know.
free.
But
You have free roam around the catacombs, I imagine.
no, it's very dangerous. It's a system of security checks.
Sorry.
I
They were-
don't mean to interrupt here, but we really should.
We
be
do
moving.
Yes,
Alright,
we should.
sorry,
we
I-
should
There's
go. No,
an
that's.
army trying
those
to
are
find
bad.
us.
You just
bad,
wanted
our
to know
bad.
what I do. I guard.
No, that's
a tomb.
very useful information.
Because they are possessing people
Yeah.
and walking their bodies.
But
if
we-
you could get through, that's why that they
They
grabbed
could
you.
get me there. Yeah, I could. Well, not now that I've been away for so long. I'd probably have to. I don't know.
Should we
Towards
go
the source.
the way that the others went? Because I don't think we can go back out the way we came.
You hear footsteps at the top of the stairs.
Run.
We should
Let's go.
Yeah.
to the Bridge of Capital.
Yes.
All right.
Adora! Fuck!
And she can't be far. The
I know,
she's
but if
bound
she
to the
could
shield.
possess Ispin, I wouldn't have to fucking carry him.
Yes, it depends on who
there's
she
some-
is.
maybe the ghosts can't get down here.
Melis
Maybe
is like, you're not carrying him. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I know. Sorry, not for me,
While
but
he's
I
like.
wouldn't. If I wouldn't have to carry him, and he's
Yeah.
like, you're not doing shit.
I do want to add in that by this point, I think we're all walking down, or like hastening down
Yes,
towards
hastening
the
is- yeah.
sewer,
Arguing while running.
latrine exit that we were.
As you guys are moving down the hallway, in front of you, another entangle sprouts up.
Fuck.
And
Like sprouts.
just sprouts out of the ground.
I instinctively also turn around to see if there's anything behind us.
You do turn down the hallway, and at the door, at the front of the door, what you see is Cindilin, the
Motherfucker.
elf,
Yeah.
standing next to a immense man. He is 8 feet tall, and in gorgeous plate armor.
I throw Alchemist Fire.
Get his ass.
All right, roll an attack for me.
Wait, but I actually want to hear what the armor looks like.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, no, roll an attack for me first.
I don't actually know. Throwing? What? Is it
That's just an attack roll.
Just a
isn't it?
straight attack?
Strength, basically.
strength?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's just a throw, so just like
Plus strength or just a straight roll?
I think that this would be an attack roll. So
Like an
add your
unarmed
dex
strike?
modifier to it
Yeah, it would be dex, I think.
Rude.
to see if you hit him. It's alchemist fire. You don't have to get close enough.
Sure, that's a 9.
I guess an accuracy thing that would be dex.
So it
yeah.
crashes onto the ground, and you watch as Sindilin. There are a few soldiers behind them. This alchemist fire lands directly in front of him. Sindilin backs away up the stairs immediately, fleeing from the fire. But you watch as he does not move, and this fire explodes onto him, and it immediately lights him up. And he is wearing pitch black armor. From his neck down, he's carrying a large sword in one hand. That point is he's rested on the ground, and his helmet with these variety of spikes coming off of it. He holds in his right arm. He is he used to be very handsome. He has the structure of a beautiful man that has been weathered by time. And you see, for the first time, a man who you have all seen photos of, a portraiture of.
Oh no!
Yeah.
As Lord Soth stands at the end of this hallway.
Fuck.
Different. Clearly undead. Visibly undead. And yet there is still something of the handsome man that has been recorded in history standing before you. As he glares at you with white-hot fire in his eyes. At you, Harvest. As he just stares you down, not acknowledging the flames around him at all. And he looks at you, and he says, "Why did you come back?"
What?
You said you never would. You left me here to rot. Why are you back?
Well, you don't seem like that pleasant of company.
He's visibly confused by an answer that does not make sense to the question that he asked. Nope. You can see, like,
You stunned Lord Soth.
even he is, like, taken aback for a minute here, because he's looking at you like, no. I know why you left. Why did you come back?
Yes.
We're all just looking at you in shock. Like, I have no idea this was a thing.
Well, you'll have to catch me if you want to find
I was gonna
out.
say, can I look above him, around him? Is it just all like
God.
earth and wall
Yeah.
and? I look at Teller and I'm just like, I look up to the ceiling above him.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Both.
Yep.
We
Shadow.
both shatter above him to make everything crumble down. And we're fucking hauling ass.
Well,
It's fully. I think it's fully.
What am
like,
I rolling?
I mean, it's a constitution.
It's Constitution save, but it's more so for like all the rubble and everything around him to collapse and block
Yeah.
the tunnel.
Oh my.
So they're both like essentially casting at the top.
Cal
maybe.
looks at Teller, and they do. They have that where they both understand what they're doing, and then Teller fully is like, "God, it's so nice to be back."
That's how we know it's the real Teller.
Exactly, yeah. Because we cast Shatter again.
Oh my god.
so-
Okay.
Inorganic material rolls a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So you're not aiming for him, you're aiming for the earth around him.
Everything
Like,
here so it can cave in.
To cave it in, yeah.
So like
So we can get like a
cement,
break.
whatever.
So that is a 4 on one of
one
them.
fail.
And that is a 6 on the other. So they both fail.
Both fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll take 3d6 from each of us.
yeah.
I can't.
3d6?
3d8, sorry.
Those are d4s.
Nice. Good. Professionals.
I really want to do half
Yeah,
damage.
it's a 6 months now.
Oh, nice, not bad. It's 11, 16. Right?
18 for me.
Yeah, 16 and 18.
Okay, yeah. So you crumble stone on top of him.
Enough to like block.
While that's
Hopefully.
happening, Dan
No,
starts...
it's a you shattered a little bit of stone on top of him, but he stands there. Stone rains down upon him. He sweeps his sword like across his body this way, and a concussive force pushes all that stone back against the walls as he continues to stand there staring at Arvis, not moving.
Well, they had their thing. Ban started to try and help the hobgoblin and the human, through the entanglement.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
try turns is like.
Do we have to make dexterity saving throws, or
No, you just move it. It's just half speed.
Great.
He is still looking at you. He's ignoring the two of you, and he just stares you down and says,
That's just rude.
It was good.
"Isolde, why did you come back?" Tell her you know immediately. This triggers something in you. Isolde is the elf.
Is the wife?
No, Isolde is the elf that
the one that he did it all.
Lord Soth showed up with one day.
You're the mistress!
Isolde is the woman that Lord Soth burned his whole life to the ground for. Who then, as Lidara told you
we all know that.
was the laid the curse that tethered Lord Soth to this place. Vowing that she would never return, and that she would leave him to rot here in Dargaard Keep until the end of time.
I think you have me mistaken for someone else.
I think Tella puts a hand on Harvest's shoulder and is like
We gotta
trying to
go.
pull her back, like we are all backing through the weeds.
Yeah, I'm like slowly like backing away.
You see something change in his face. As he looks at you, and then he starts to smile. You don't know who you are. Who did this to you?
Who did what? I'm sorry.
Who do I have to thank?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean by that.
Tell me!
No, and then I'm going to turn around and run.
As you turn and run, the last thing you hear from him behind you is, well, then I don't need you anymore. And a concussive blast rips through this tunnel as the stone begins to crumble upon you. At this moment, for the first time, you hear Lidara's voice in the darkness as the stone begins to crumble around you.
Yeah.
You hear Lidara say, "No, no, Soth, no! If you leave them here, I am trapped with that shield. You promised me, you would let me go."
Oh, motherfuck.
You.
Oh, no.
As the stones begin to crumble on top of you, those of you who turn to look see Lord Soth turn to her, this ghostly shape standing next to him. He says to her, "Well, I don't need you anymore either." And he slashes his sword across the air in front of her, and she dissipates in the air with a scream that echoes through the hall. And the stone begins to block your view as it is falling behind you, quickly, over and over and over again. I would like for you guys to make dexterity checks as you're trying to move through the entanglement
Yep.
to get down this hallway.
This is rough.
That's out of the thingy.
Sick.
I'm gonna
Just-
give Bardic to you. I give
Oh,
Bardic.
thanks.
+3. This is great.
What's that? Oh,
Alright.
okay, 18.
Great.
That
22.
seems
Great.
like it's gonna
That's
be
decent.
good.
What?
19 plus 3.
What is it that we're on?
Just a dexterity check.
Dexterity
Check or save?
Saving throw. Yeah, sorry, saving throw.
17.
Great.
Still 22.
This is bad. I did not roll well.
Oh.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Don't you have a shield thing? Whatever.
Sorry,
Oh,
no,
it's-
not
oh,
7. 5.
As you are all getting through, the walls of this tunnel begin to collapse down on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of you are able to make it through, but Bannon, who was so focused on helping the shoeless and
Joe.
armorless, from
sorry.
Hannibal Moe, he's spending his time trying to help them. You turn and see that the stone has collapsed down upon Bannon, and that you can no longer see him as this tunnel has collapsed atop him, and you are in the mouth of this tunnel headed towards whatever this sewer system is, and you can no longer see your friend.
I'm digging him up.
Nope, because that is where we are going to end
Ah,
this episode.
okay.
Yeah, the Shield Master only works either
If it's a direct target, right?
if it's on only me, or if I had succeeded and took damage, I could reduce it
Hold
to
on,
0.
that one specific stone was
Two big
targeting only
reveals
you.
today.
Can I just say,
The way that was
that
described to me,
reveal, I've been waiting to reveal that since before we started this stream.
Delicious.
Before we started the show. When you were like, I want to be an elf from another plane who
Doesn't remember?
doesn't remember anything. And I was like, oh, well, that'll be a fun thing to play with. And then I was reading the book and I was like, Isolde was Sylvanesti, but she doesn't have to be. And so that was one of like the first...
That was fun.
That's crazy.
You were like
That's insane.
after last week. You were like, "Do you know where I'm going with your character?" And I was like, "No."
I thought I had given it away because Ligdara was like, if Isolde ever returns to Dargaard Keep, the spell will be broken. And then when you turned blue, you turning into winter form was the curse being broken.
Yeah, no,
And so I thought I'd given it away a little too soon.
no idea.
And so yeah.
Oh my god!
For those of you who are like, that breaks
It's bad.
Dragonlance lore, I don't care, this is my show. But come on, this is more fun. It's
Feels
Yeah.
so
dead.
much
It's-
cooler. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Thank you so much for being here. This was so much fun.
Wow.
Use code nerdynightly15 at MissMountainGaming.com. Thanks you for joining us for the live. Next week will be a pre-tape that we're going to record today. I'm going to go eat some food because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching Astral Dusk. Our party is maybe fucked. They need to figure out how to get out
No.
of this.
And get Bannon out.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Bannon's under stone. Isolde is probably in her thoughts and feelings. And
I wouldn't have thought that Lord Soth would be into muscle mommies. Like, that was not on my radar.
I'm like, come on.
he's 8 feet tall. He wants someone close to his size.
Fair. You know what? That's fair.
And we have met Lord Soth the Death Knight.
Wow.
So, who is now free to leave the castle. Isn't this fun?
No.
All right, guys. We will see you all next week. My name's Nerdy Nightly.
Rob Russo.music.
Hey, Brian Kling.
Claris Polaris.
Captain Crail.
Holy fuck.
Do something nerdy tonight. Bye, everybody.